then he took the next three.
Oh, so he
Um,
reverse 30. Gotcha.
yeah. And it was interesting because I feel like in the later games, what became an issue was he stopped lasering. And I think actually Link gets, particularly when he's holding a bomb, if Link happens to power shield a laser while holding a bomb, he gets a lot off of it. And so I think my main form of like sort of damaging him was just taken away all of a sudden, and then he adapted, and then I didn't adapt fast enough back either.
Gotcha. So power shield laser. Okay, that makes sense. So power shield laser into bomb throw is like a very key open up, like a very key
Hmm.
like turnaround that you use to like seize control of the match of this matchup. So
Hmm.
when he stops
It works
using,
from it works from so many like distance, such like a great distance too, right? So then it's like it's a good option, but then it gets taken away. Yeah. Sorry.
yeah, and the other thing I'm noticing just from like watching this first little stretch here is like look at he's not handling the bombs at distance very well. So like here, take a
Hmm.
look. Like he just gets hit for trying to go for that laser here, and he gets hit again for that one, right?
Yeah.
So I think that there's like certain like maybe that stops, but like I feel like he's with the him not lasering as much or at all even. It probably represents like other openings that we also kind of rely on till versus Falco 2.
Hmm.
Did you have time to like could you have gotten that like
I don't know. I probably yeah. After that boomerang, maybe if I catch the boomerang though, maybe that slowed me down enough that I didn't feel confident jumping out there.
you know what I think it is? We're too far. Like, what if we just ran
Yeah.
forward?
Yeah. I think I should have. Yeah.
Because like yeah, like it would reduce the amount of like travel time because you'd be catching the boomerang around here. So
Hmm.
then you can just do the next one. Like you short hop forward, I think, and then just throw it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
How come you didn't move forward though? Did you think
I
you?
don't. I think I was so focused on catching the boomerang. I think I thought it would put me closer and then put me in lag. I think that's what I was worried about at that time.
Okay.
But I don't think I should have been afraid.
No, because like we're gonna go into lag from catching the boomerang anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
like,
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
like if that happens over here versus here, it's the same lag. It just happens sooner.
Yeah, exactly. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, like we win this game anyway, but like,
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
okay. Oh, this is giving me flashbacks. All right, so we got this Nair. I'm noticing that like we're not really. I'm noticing that like we have this knockdown to work with, but for some reason we're not following him onto the platform.
Oh, yeah. I guess that's true. Yeah.
So how come? How come? What is it about this that doesn't register as an opening, or what do you think goes on upstairs here?
I think I get very stuck in like my neutral in the idea that I need to create space, and then I don't shift that mentality when I get an opening. At least I don't shift it fast enough at times in situations that I'm not as familiar with, like knockdowns in this sort of area.
Okay. So what's a way that we can? What's like a mental shortcut that we can add, or like like a check that we can add to like so we capitalize on these more reliably? Because we need to recognize these quicker. But like at the same
Mhm.
time, I totally get that like Link, if he's not going into knockdown, is like probably benefits from resetting to neutral or establishing his control tools. So like fair enough. But we need I'm but like how do we pick up on the fact that this is going to happen sooner?
I think I need to learn when like late Nair or Nair in general like knocks down at certain percents
Uh huh.
because I don't know that. So if I knew that, I probably would have been and then I would have been in the headspace to say if this hits, then he's going to get knocked down, and then I would have been able to follow up. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I like there's another way you can do it that I think might be easier, but like
Oh, sure.
that
Yeah.
definitely makes sense. My,
What's the other way? Yeah.
well, he's in tumble,
Oh, right. Tumble. Yes. 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 Yes.
so like
That makes sense.
yeah, so if your move puts him into tumble and he's about to touch a surface, yeah, it probably means we should like be chasing him.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, like look, because he always goes in like his tumble animations. Like he only has so many tumble animations, right? I think
Yeah.
he's got one or two tops. So like this is two things. Like at most we're learning like two like things, and I think it's really just the one. You see what I mean?
Hmm. Yes. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. A lot of things like see he like spins like only a couple of different ways. So if he's
Hmm.
in tumble, it'll always look kind of like the same animation. So we just have to like learn what they look like. And I feel like
Yeah.
most people can kind of tell what tumble is, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Like that's not tumble. Like
No, no. It's pretty evident when it hit when they're in tumble.
good. So you'll on the next two hits, I want you to tell me if they're in or not.
Okay. That's not in.
Okay.
He was in tumble, I think. No, I
No, it's
actually
good.
don't know. I actually don't know. It looks like tumble to me, but he's actionable, so he shouldn't be, right? If he's able to like land from that.
So this is not tumble.
Okay, okay. Never mind.
He isn't in tumble, but that's okay. So let's look for one where he look for one where he is.
That's got to be tumble, right? Yeah, he's flipping around. Yeah,
He's
yeah, yeah.
spinning around.
Hmm. Okay, so the key. I guess I've never actually taken a look at the animations very closely before, but it looks like the key for tumble is like when he's like spinning around, basically.
Yeah, like look at him.
Okay, yeah.
So like after he gets hit, he's gonna start spinning. Or sorry, oh no, he does fall backwards. But even still,
Hmm.
like he's on his back basically, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you'll notice it's gonna like when you get the next stock, you're gonna notice it's like different.
Hmm.
Like when you kill him, you'll like watch how he takes damage on the next one. You'll see it's completely different.
Okay. Oh.
So okay, that was interesting. So what happened here? So we threw this boomerang. Oh, he just crashed through it with down air.
Yeah, yeah.
So
A
was this
bad boomerang.
okay? What do we do instead there?
Uh, if I know he's going to be in the corner, fair's a really good option.
You know he's
If I know,
you know he's gonna be in the corner. Look at how he's
yeah,
moving.
yeah. Then fair, maybe even Nair if I don't think the fair can come out fast enough, because Nair at this point, at this position of the stage, is going to send him way off stage. So,
How do you feel about dash attack?
oh, dash attack would be good too. It might even combo into Dare at this percent too.
Yeah,
So,
that's what I'm thinking. Like we just because it's a sword move, right? So like, and it doesn't require us to jump, so it has a better
yeah,
startup. Like
it's
that
relatively fast. It has a little bit of burst speed. It's yeah.
disjointed, so it can test his moves that he can do coming off the platform. Well, yeah, I think dash attack
Mhm.
makes a ton of sense here.
That would be good. Yeah, yeah.
Because like I think that one of the reasons that you keep like resetting to neutral is that we don't really recognize when our moves are gonna win.
Yeah, that's basically it. Yes, yeah.
So like if we have, because that's really what goes into like determining like how much advantage state we have. Like do our moves like win? If so, how reliably? Like what are we working with here? And I think that
Oh, okay.
yeah, because like the thing is the value of a hit is like more the value of a hit is almost always better than the value of a projectile, even on Link. Because like
Yeah.
bombs, while amazing,
Hmm.
like they're as good as your up air. No.
No, that's fair. Yeah, yeah, that's fair. Yes, yeah. Up air combos into itself. It potentially kills it. Yeah, yeah.
So like take a look at this. So look at it. Look at how his character is aligned when this bomb hits him, and he goes into knockback.
Hmm.
But he doesn't actually like fall on his so he actually would have been knocked over there. He actually would have been knocked
Okay.
over there, but he's just out of tumble at the end of it.
Yeah, yeah. That makes sense.
And then like here he gets hit, but he doesn't enter tumble.
Right. So then that would be an opportunity to pull another bomb. Recognizing that and then knowing I can't get in there in time probably. Well, he's getting hit by the bomb several times. But yeah.
It's not even so much that we're like looking. It's not even so much that he's like not knocked over, therefore don't go in. It's more to just recognize he won't be in a knockdown. Because like remember,
Okay.
he's still off the ground. So I think if we grab him or dash attack him, we totally hit him.
Oh, yeah, that would work. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, this is like so on that one we could have maybe attacked directly. On this one we definitely can't because he's gonna hit the ground in tech. So this one we had to tech chase because you can see that he's flipping around when he gets hit.
Hmm.
Or like still falling backwards really.
Yeah. There's a dash attack that seemed to work, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, do you think you'll be able? So the biggest thing I would say for you, we need to be like recognizing when the opponent is in tumble and when they're in when they're in the tumble, either falling on their back or flipping around, and when they're not, because like we're dropping tech chases and not going for hits, and like we're not going for the tech chase when we can, and then we're not going for the direct follow up when we also when we can sometimes. And those are like especially against Falco, who's like a glass cannon, and the whole thing we do against him is murder him. We need to be acting on those appropriately.
Yes, yeah.
And it's not like you never do it. Like you do it a good amount of the time. It's just that like we can't be like missing like 20% of the time. Like that's a
Right.
lot.
Yeah, makes sense.
That one like that would be a great example of doing it right. Like so you got that
Yeah,
hit.
okay, there, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So like this was all great. Um I don't know what we could have done after that back air. Maybe we can't do anything. He DI'd the back air really well. But like,
Yeah.
but the point is like after the bomb into the thing, that was well done. We need to like use that more. We need to use that things like that as more of like an exemplar for like what we're
Hmm.
supposed to do. I have a
Makes sense.
I have a feeling that like what's really going on. What's good? So this was another one. See how we hit that boomerang?
Hmm.
And like we know that he's gonna hit the ground. I think before we can hit him.
Oh,
But
yeah.
yeah, so boom, we needed to recognize that as a tech chase.
Yes. Yeah, that makes sense.
I will say I like how you're playing this matchup overall, especially in like how you're doing like the stage control. Because it's
Oh,
not
thank you.
there hasn't really like you're kind of like putting the bombs in awkward spots where he like see the bomb contains him here.
Yeah, it keeps him in the corner, and then, yep.
Exactly, and then you can kind of create the diagonal, like you can go up here, harass him, create the diagonal if he shield drops, like which is what he did, and then you just kind of convert on the tech chase to the kill. Beautiful, love it. You love to see it. Would you say the dynamic of this game is kind of similar to the other one?
I think so. I like this stage as well. It allows me. The platforms really help with pulling bombs, right? And then, so this is when I start losing.
Yeah.
And I know my roommate Rose looked through this video and was saying like, you had it, Jared, but you like upbeat in like really bad positions several times. I haven't rewatched it yet, so I'll I'll see.
Oh, okay. So this is like nitpicking, but there was a really good follow up on that back air,
Oh yeah,
falling up air.
falling up air. That makes sense. I was about to say, yeah, probably falling up air.
Yeah.
It might even lead to more up airs actually, and then
Yeah,
yeah.
he died like inside. Like he probably dies there. Like you just
Oh geez, yeah.
because like yeah, you just like you up air him, you get like another two up airs, you down air him, like you up B him, like whatever really. Like,
Yeah.
I think that you want the second one to be a. Oh, that was gross. Like, that back air was like sorry. The bomb coverage was so good there. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
And then yeah, we used our. I think if you see him coming at you, don't grapple.
Right. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, because you don't like you can air dodge, but then just don't grapple because he's gonna hit you
Mhm.
anyway.
Yeah.
It would take like somebody very savvy in the matchup to not hit you there.
Mhm. Mhm.
Interesting. Okay, so this is actually kind of cool how you like what happens here. So one thing I want us to be more aware of here is when the bomb is like bouncing around in front of him because like as soon as you see him do something like this should be a shield grab
Right. Yep.
because that's just like that's just hitting the button at the right time.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing here.
You messed
Okay.
up your movement. It's fine. It happens.
Well,
I could analyze like what we could do better, but I knew what you were trying to do. You're just trying to you're just trying to reposition and like use a down
Yeah.
stance, and then you just happen to miss. Like
fair enough. Okay.
that happens to everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a spot that I think that we're like. So this is a spot that I think that we could like use some work in. So when you go up for this Nair,
Hmm.
I kind of think that like if we look at like how Falco is positioning going into this, because Falco's already in the air by the time you jump up here, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it doesn't make sense to go for this Nair because it just kind of like we're putting something here that he can beat with his dare because he's already over us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what can we do instead? Because I don't hate the full hop itself. I just think that we need to like think about this spot differently. Like what?
If I'm full hopping and I'm moving towards him, then the only thing that's going to beat that is up air.
But you don't have to move towards him. You're full hop
Oh,
in place.
in place. Okay, so then maybe just up air, just in general, maybe might work as well.
Well, I'm thinking we fair him. I'm thinking we start.
Oh, fair. Okay.
We start pulling back and we fair around here.
Okay. Okay.
Cause like
Oh, and it covers that area. Yep.
yeah, because like if we like do it so that like the idea is that we're covering like basically this zone with it.
Hmm.
So then he just kind of gets like hit out of it and pushed back.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I guess another
When does fair come out?
14. I believe it's the same frame as Ganon's, actually. Yeah.
Oh, it's a little slow.
Yeah, it's not too fast. It also doesn't hit above Link. It's very like sort of forward and down.
Right, so it's like here. But we kind of have the
Hmm.
platform protecting us a little bit. Like, we can move... Like, there is, like, a little bit of assurance with this platform, because we can move back, and it's... You know, he'd have to, like, basically hard commit to, like, coming over here for it.
Hmm.
And then at that point, then, like... Yeah, we might even be able to fast fall out of the way before he gets us.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah. It's just, like, I feel like we have, like, I feel like we're very attached to Nair in some of these spots, and I think that might be part of why we don't trust Advantage State some of the time. Because, like...
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're not using our disjointed, like, our most disjointed moves, then yeah, it probably does feel like we have to, like, reset and pull bombs a lot of the time. But, like, you know, Nair's not his only good move. It is, like,
Right.
it is a very good move, but, like, it is not his only good move.
Exactly. I need to not get trapped into the idea that when something is very good, it doesn't mean that like other things aren't good.
Yeah.
But
I feel like sword moves in general, like, they do take a lot more planning, but, like, than, like, other moves. But, like, man, the power of having dominance in attack-to-attack interactions in the air, air-to-air or air-to-ground, like, so strong. And if we're not using that effectively, like, we're not using, like, a really important strength of the character.
that makes sense. It's something that I've been trying to do against because normally I don't full hop fair, but it's something that I've been trying to do against Peaches, and it seems to work pretty well actually. And then
That makes sense, because, yeah, like, it would contest their fair, and then it would also, like, it would beat out their Nair, and then it would, like, outrange their fair. So, yeah, that actually tracks.
Oh, that was a bit.
I'm surprised nobody else has tried that. That makes perfect sense, actually. I'm thinking about
Yeah.
it, like, that's just what I did with Sheik. Like, God.
Yeah. It's like slow, but it's not like Peaches too fast either. And then her fair also is slow too, so
Yeah, like, why are we Nairing here? Even if we do this, even if he like, attack, like, what is this Nair covering?
it's not covering anything.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we probably shouldn't do it. Like, if we up air here, my God, that's so good.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of Nairs.
I think that the Nairs onto the platforms are fine, because, like, we're like, doing something there. Like, okay, so why I like this Nair onto the platform. So, I feel like in this Nair, you have, like, a few different options. Like, you can land here, you can land here and turn around up tilt. You can double jump in Nair and cover this space. Or you can land on the platform. So the things that, like, the land and turn around up tilt are good against is, like, if he immediately shield drops into, like, if he shield drops into, like, something, then, like, land turn around up tilt's very good. If he wave dashes forward with something, then, like, the turnaround up tilt is also very good. Like, being on the ground basically is good if he does something immediately attacking the round. If you do the Nair and then, like, hover here with another Nair, it's good against him, like, jumping out of shield, like, this way.
Yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
So, uniquely, both of these are bad versus him holding shield. Like, the one thing he can do about both of them is just hold block and wait. But you going on the platform actually, like, applies pressure there. Because as long as you space outside his, like, shine out of shield range, which you have, very responsibly, yeah, it's fine. Because, like, you could consider maybe, like, down smashing or dropping through with another Nair here.
Right, okay.
So, like, you kind of have, like, I don't actually think the Nair onto the platform is bad, because it is actually doing something. Like, you have, like, it's kind of like the scissors options. It's the scissors of the rock, paper, scissors system, but, like, it is still scissors.
Right.
It is addressing something. But yeah, some of these other ones where you're just, like, doing it over here, even if you get what it looks like you're looking for, like, or what might be looking for, I think the Nair still just loses, which is the problem.
Yes, yeah.
So it's like paper, but it still loses to rock anyway. So it's like,
Exactly. Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. We just want to make sure our plays are doing things, you know? Like.
Yeah, exactly. No, I definitely have a tendency to do things. Nair, in particular, tends to be a move that, in lower levels, you can kind of throw mindlessly, and it's still a habit that I keep to this day a little bit.
Okay, so I don't know what Rose was talking about. We kind of got booped on that one, but let's take a look at FD. So the biggest thing is I'm noticing more full hops from him. It feels like he's a lot more willing to, like, kind of, like, use jump angles to attack you. He's still lasering though.
Yeah, I think he stops actually throughout this set, but I could be wrong.
So, what game do you think he stops? Because we're on game 4. There's not many more. There's not much time left for him
Uh,
to stop.
Definitely, he definitely stops on FOD, which is the last game.
Okay, that could just be FOD though. Like FOD is
It
difficult
could
to
be.
laser on in general.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, because you have the low platforms. The low platforms interrupt it. Oh, please
Right.
tell me you kill him. Okay, thank God.
He dies. He dies. Yeah.
So, when you have this situation, what do you think you're supposed to do?
I can jump off in Nair, and then do like a second Nair even, or just even Nair at that point. Because I think did I have tether? No, I used tether. Okay.
Out of this ledge jump, you're still fine though. You just have to drift back and grab the edge again.
Ah, okay, okay.
Because like with how low he is.
Yeah.
All in all though, like I don't think that that's like losing on Yoshi's story like in that way. Like we kind of like went for some things that didn't work out. This is good.
Mhm.
Love this.
Oh,
Okay.
I think I just missed that.
Yeah, so like even with this Nair, so this Nair is like one of the ones that I'm kind of like the Nair and then the choice to shield after I think is like where we went wrong here. Like the Nair itself
Mhm.
is fine to like get into this spot, but then like with him being above us, I guess you're concerned that he's going to like what's the shield here for?
I guess I assumed he was going to. I guess he can't, but like I thought he was going to like down air. Whenever I'm below Falco, I get scared of down air.
I think we need to be bolder. Um he has to fall quite a bit from his full hop in order to get us. And we just
Mhm.
land a bit below him. What do you think about up smash here?
Up smash. The only issue with it is that it's incredibly easy to SDI and get out of, and then Link's stuck in the animation. Up tilt would be good. Up tilt's technically faster, and you get more off of it.
Is up tilt is up tilt faster?
I believe it is. It's frame 9. I think up smash is frame 10.
Okay, let me see here.
Yeah, I will take a look as well.
Yeah, because I'm not saying I disagree. I'm just saying I need to see it. So let's see.
No, of course, of course.
Up,
I understand.
Up smash. Start 11. Okay.
Start 11. Yeah, up tilt is frame 9.
True, true. So let me see what up tilt looks like. So, okay. So let's see here. So it hits on 9. Doesn't really come up above him until 11, though.
Right, right.
So I guess my question here is like, let's take a look at up smash real quick, because I feel like we might be like overestimating the degree to which it is smash DIable. Because I feel like this covers like a higher zone above us more effectively, like with where its hitbox is.
It could, yeah. Yeah, I just know it's very easy for the character to fall out of it.
When you use it, where do you usually use it where they fall out? Because I'm just like what.
I actually don't tend to use it until they're on platform, because it's pretty decent for poking several times, like on platform, because there's no end leg to it, so you can just get a shield up immediately if they decide to shield draw.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's the only circumstance where I use it.
Okay. Well, part of the reason I'm not super keen on up tilt is that it only has one hit, so it doesn't cover many fall timings.
Oh, okay. I didn't consider that, but that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, because like there's no duration on the move, so like we basically have to like time up tilt through what Falco is doing here on his way down. I'm not saying that up smash is like a perfect solution, but like at least it has a little bit of coverage in the event that he fast falls or doesn't fast fall. We have a little bit of extra coverage, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I'm coming from on that. He's also at a really low percent, so if we do get the strong hit, we get something good off of it. Because yeah, we probably just get like up air. We get up airs and up tilts at that point. So I just don't think we should be like writing it off.
Okay.
In that kind of spot where he's like directly above you and you don't have the time to get into the air for up airs. Because I think that by only using like up tilt there, it's like we're going to pigeonhole ourselves essentially. And it's easy for him to know what timing he's supposed to be working around.
Yes. Technically, and not to split too many hairs, technically, maybe not out of shield, but up air does come out the same frame as after jump squat as up smash.
Interesting. Okay. So maybe we could have actually short up aired.
You probably can. I imagine you can.
Okay, fair enough. Honestly, if we can do it, then yeah, that probably up air.
Yeah. Just in situations where up smash would work, up air should technically, theoretically work.
Okay, cool. So honestly, that makes me happy because that's a much better solution. It's much more
Yeah.
it's a much more controlled trajectory. So
Yeah, yeah. And then it kind of feels more like up tilt where you can like get more off of it sort of situation.
yeah, the other cool thing is like remember he's hitting us into the ground with down air, right? Like Falco is not a fast character, so if we get hit in the ground with down air, like what's the worst that happens? We tech it. Like we tech roll away
Yeah.
from him and we tech roll and force him to guess. Like it's not the end of the world. I think that a
Hmm.
lot of times, like at high percents, it's easy to like get like, oh no, Falco down air, but like Falco down air is what I want them doing at high percent a lot of the time. Cause
Okay, fair enough. Makes sense. Yeah.
yeah, because like it's like if he hits me with a back air and I go off stage and like he edge guards me, there's not really a whole lot I can do. But if he hits me with a
Hmm.
down air and he has to then chase me across the level to like get me, and he can't get there in time unless he guesses, and even then he's guessing with like dash attack or something. What do I?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Dash attack is almost preferable, especially in Link's position where if they cross up it doesn't matter, just up B and
Yeah, so what How do we fall behind here? Because we have a really good position going into the stock. Like
Mhm.
we're up a stock. So how do we die?
Let's see.
So we get hit out of the air, and
Mhm.
we just don't have the Okay,
Yeah.
are you holding forward or?
I think I must have DI'd away first and then was not holding.
Oh, we didn't have a jump because we got hit out of it, didn't we?
Right. Yeah, yeah. I jumped and threw the bomb. Yep.
Okay. So we got clipped without our jump. Never mind, that makes sense.
Mhm.
So let's talk. Let's look at this. So we come back. He shoots above. This is a spot where I think we need to be ready to like go for up airs. So like
Oh, yeah. Because he has no jump. He has no jump.
yeah, and the other thing is like where is this boomerang hitting?
It's not going anywhere. Yeah.
So like when he double jumps above this is like a huge indicator of like what we need to do. So I think that
Mhm.
where the magic happened was here.
Mhm, mhm.
Because I think this is a pretty reasonable I think that this is a pretty reasonable reaction. Like knowing that like in response to the bomb he's like double jumped in this position has to be like a huge thing that we're looking for.
Yes.
Okay, so let's like formalize that. So this is like a massive thing. So where does his jump put him? Like, where do you think that he's gonna wind up at the end of this, if you can recall?
So he's. I kind of remember where he went. He's jumping over the bomb, so he's going to be on the left side of the bomb.
Yeah, so like around here, right? Somewhere in this
Mhm.
area? Cool. So knowing that he's gonna be above here, like around this blob here, which I'll use the yellow for, what do you think we should be doing? Like he's gonna be somewhere in this like general vicinity.
We should start, yeah, jumping up and doing up air at that point.
How do we want to hit the up air though? He's only at 9. So this is why I'm asking because like
Oh, okay. Do we want to hit the up air on the way? We want to do a falling up air. So we jump up there. We activate the up air, or we just do the input for the up air. We have him land on it so we can fast fall back to the ground and become actionable more immediately or more readily, right?
yeah, exactly. So with the area that we're looking to hit him in, we'll use green for Link. I think that we're really trying to hit him when around here
Hmm.
because we want to shuffle this, like you said. And I think that the idea here is that anywhere in this box that we hit him in, gives us a way to like convert. So like if we hit him here, we fast like let's say we do the jump like this, we hit him here. After that, we can just immediately follow up with up tilt. Like we have up tilt, like up tilts to follow up on. Then that would probably knock him down, or like maybe we get another one. We might be able to up air again. But basically, the
Hmm.
idea here is we could even like up air and maybe like force him to land and grab him. But the idea here, but I think that we probably still want to. Actually, I don't really like the grab. I like the up tilt more. Yeah. But the idea here is that we're basically like kind of waiting for him to pass.
Hmm.
Like there's an invisible line somewhere on the screen, maybe around like here, that we're using to like maybe a little higher, maybe around here. That because he is committed to this double jump, once he gets to this point, we know where he has to go because he can't drift out of the way anymore. Like once,
Hmm.
do you see what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. There's only so many limited options that are pretty reactable, I assume.
Yeah, because all we do have to do is cover this general space.
Yeah.
Because like, and that's why Link's line is where it is because this is what we need. This is about what we need in terms of time in order to fulfill all the requirements of what we're trying to do.
Hmm.
Because it's like we have to like what we're doing here is we're doing like 3 really good things. One, we're capitalizing on the bomb, taking away his double jump. Second, we're using we're looking for we're aligning ourselves so that our move defeats all of his moves in his new position. And then finally, we're respecting his percents by like making sure that we're prioritizing efficiency. So we're doing 3 really good things all at once.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that would have been so much different. I can see it. I can see it. Like, yeah. Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's cool how like the thing about percent that people don't get is that what percent really does is it determines how you want to do things from an efficiency standpoint. Like there's certain types of efficiency in this game. Like there's movement efficiency, like doing an early rising Nair at somebody and then like landing immediately after. Because of like the gravity property, plus how you did the attack so soon, you were able to fast fall like as soon as possible out of your like at the peak of your jump. That's actually super high, like extraordinarily efficient in terms of like how much ground you cover and how long you're moving for relative to how long you're moving for. Unreal value. Lousy if the opponent's at low percent because it's more about the hit stun efficiency at that point. It's more about like making sure that you're aligned for when the attack connects on their body because of how little stun they're going to incur. But like it's all based on the needs of the situation because like one of them's really going to be better at high percent, one of them's better at low percent. Sometimes they're interchangeable. Like it depends.
Right.
I do think that how you're playing this was like generally good. I just think that like honestly, like this is a punishment level, and we just like kind of like had some good openings that we just didn't really like work with.
Didn't capitalize on. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
I think that like so is that the kind of the logic with Fountain of Dreams? You're like you're figuring okay, Falco's like got problems here. We can like pressure him out of like these. Like we can pressure him out of his like lasers. We can maybe like get some gimps, that kind of vibe.
Yes, and I think in the moment I was thinking, according to Slipopedia, statistically I have the best win rate I think on Fountain of Dreams against Falco. So I was like, I'm doing something right here. So
okay, so really quickly, tumble or not tumble?
Let's see. Oh, that's not tumble. Not tumble. Yeah. I guess it wasn't.
Yeah.
He didn't spin around, so.
Yeah. So let's watch these carefully. So boom. Second one, he does spin around for a bit.
Oh, this is a perfect example then. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Oh my God, that's like that's like a perfect gift for recognizing tumble. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So let's watch a few more of these because yeah, he's doing a good job of shaking out of things. So like not tumble. Honestly, what's interesting to me is that like there's another player that I've been working with. So this one, let's see here. So would this be in tumble? No, that would not cause tumble. He would not be a knockdown. So let's see here. Tumble or not tumble? So yes.
Not tumble. Yeah. No.
With that, but he would still like interesting. So there's got to be like different animations for these because this one would definitely cause him to be knocked over.
Oh, okay.
Because like he's on his, I think it's because he's on his back.
Oh, okay.
So like let's actually take a look at that first example because I want to just like get this. I want to get this like cemented down. So like we have this. So this one, okay, clearly
that's tumble.
Clearly didn't tumble. This one is not, and like, where is he? So he's not. I feel like his body is still aligned vertically.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, like you see what I mean. Like he's not. He is on his back here. Like he is falling here, but like what's the difference between this low percent down here? Like what's distinct about this animation?
He's a little more horizontally. It looks like the triangle on his belt buckle isn't facing up in the initial part of the animation, sort of thing.
His eyes are
I don't know
too. I wonder if that's like a thing. Not that I'd expect us to catch that, but I'm just curious now.
Oh, you know, it's interesting. No.
Oh wait, it was back here.
I think just after, yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like he's more horizontally, like he's like this. And then the later one, when the down air hits him.
He looks like he starts with his back to the camera almost too.
Yeah. Oh, up tilt covers the whole platform here.
Yeah, I should have done that. I forgot it was a FOD.
How did you forget it's 70? So like, wait, okay, right, because it doesn't do it on other levels.
Yes, yeah. It won't even on Battlefield. It won't even hit directly above Link on the platform, unless they have some kind of like animation that makes them go down slightly more.
Okay, so these are gotcha. So these are like situations where like, so the boomerang. So after the boomerang, what do you think we could do here?
I would probably jump up to platform to position myself between him and the boomerang. And maybe even try and pressure with like Nair, like go on Nair on platform essentially.
What about turn up tilt?
Oh wait, yeah, that's better. Yeah, that works. That would be good.
Why are you thinking Nair?
Uh, my brain when I throw the boomerang is I need to sandwich the person between the boomerang and myself to apply as much like pseudo pressure as I can.
No, it applies a lot of pressure.
Up tilt.
A giant sword move when the opponent that hits above you when the opponent's above you.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Like,
Weirdly enough, I do it when they're grounded in the corner. That's when I consciously recognize up tilt as being good for pressure. But I guess because of the way the other stages work, I just sometimes don't consciously recognize it when they're on platforms.
I mean, you could.
But I need to play more FOD because that platform, as it is right now, is perfect for up tilt.
Well, the other thing is like even on the other stages, like if you're, I would just say on the other stages we up air because it is also you have more than one giant sword move that is just
Right.
and hits above you.
Mm-hmm.
You have many.
Yes.
Oh my god.
That would have been up tilt.
I swear, if you up tilted when he was on
Yeah.
the platforms, like we would. This was like a wrap. Oh my god, shield drop up air.
I know. Oh, yeah, I should have. Oh no.
This was like the fattest shield drop I've ever seen.
Did I try? Looking at my, I was holding down. I might have. Oh no, I was angling the shield down. Never mind.
This might have been like no. You tried to do some. No. This is jump squat. So I think you were wave dancing or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the fattest shield drop up air I've seen in my life. Oh my god, he
Mm-hmm.
was so dead. Like he was omega dead.
Yeah.
I do get okay. This is good. I just would drag the. I would just actually. How do you feel about looking for a shield poke?
Oh, shield poking with actually a lot of Link's moves is pretty good, especially when they're on platform, like with up air, because it lasts so long, right? That it tends to move into their hitbox before hitting the shield.
Yeah.
But
the other cool thing is like if you just drift forward with this will cover that roll.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, so like we're only covering one spot with this. As soon as you see somebody, remember Link has pretty good air mobility. So like if we move to either side from this like location, we can cover like out of shield options too. You might even consider like doing an instant double jump setup. Like if you use like if you're below here, like let's grab our handy dandy diagram. If we're like in this general vicinity, maybe like around here, like from our starting point, if we instant double jump anywhere like in this area, we can kind of like cut off the double jump. We can use Link's double jump to kind of go like this. So we don't like have to necessarily go to the top like all the way up to the top platform, and it also allows us to delay the up air and like kind of respond to how he deals with the bomb. Because we're still invincible on respawn, right?
Oh, maybe at this point. Forget how far. Oh yeah, wait, we are. Yeah.
Yeah. So like this feels very. It feels very like conservative relative to like how much advantage we have. So,
yeah.
Yeah. So like we have.
I've already. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
And I should recognize that I've already got a bomb covering half of the platform, so drifting in with up air would cover the rest of it, and then I'd hit that roll, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what's the thing we're reacting to here? Like, what are we looking at from him to know that to know which direction we go?
That's a good question. I threw the bomb up, and it was hitting up in his shield, which the bomb actually continues hitting for 45 frames going up in the shield. It's not true. Like, he can technically roll out of it, as you see. But,
Right, so, like, perhaps the direction he rolls is a good thing to
yes.
work with.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, the
Focusing
direction...
on...
Yeah, direction he moves. Like, oh, you can also, like, see him, like, where his shield is going.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Because, like...
And,
Yeah.
there's only one way he can roll to get away from bomb, too, in that situation.
Exactly. So we already know that this is covering this side. All we're doing is deciding if we drift or not, and that's determining
Right.
his roll. So, like, what we want to do, the way we think about it is, let's make, like, a red one here for the bomb. The bomb is covering, basically, like, this zone.
Mm-hmm.
Which also conveniently hits this area of the platform. So this is all taken care of. So with that in mind, all we want to do is react to his roll and go this way when we know that it's appropriate.
Right, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, so like roll or movement or other movement.
Yeah, because if he tried to spot dodge or roll to the right, neither of those would work because the bomb would just fall back down onto him. So there was only one option, I guess, other than shield drop.
Shield drop. He could also wave dash out of shield. He could jump out of shield.
Yes, yeah.
So this is actually why I like kind of like the delayed short hop, like the short hop or full hop into like into like some kind of double jump, into wait and kind of observe him, and then use your double jump for either spacing or to like catch him, because like it does make some amount of sense for him with like the multiple platforms, to like use his jump out of shield here to avoid like having to like to avoid dying to the up air. I'm not saying that it necessarily works here, but like depending on what you do, but it does make some amount, like there is some incentive for him to like try not to like play with your up air. Love this knockdown. We need to be chasing these way faster. So like as the second you land from this, we can't be like crouching. We need to be go because this was another follow up we can get.
Yeah, that was a knockdown. Yeah, that was okay.
Yeah. So one thing that I would suggest is, do you know when Falco's down air knocks over Link?
Oh, I actually don't. No, I don't offhand.
Find out, because if he's down, seriously, because like if he's down airing into you, like this landing happens a lot, and we don't really react well to it often. So like he just down aired you and forced you onto the ground, but because you're going onto the ground, your auto cancel gets rid of all of the stun because you're not in knockdown yet.
Right.
Jumping into Falco's down air is one of the main ways that people defend against it. So like knowing the percent at which that it does not knock you over is really critical for us to be able to capitalize on that, like on that attribute properly. Otherwise, because if we don't know that, then we're gonna jump into it the wrong times and not be ready for when we can do it, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna say that, like, I'm actually gonna flag that as one of the key takeaways. Like, learn Falco knockdown percent. Learn Falco dare knockdown percent. So we can jump into it, and so we can jump into it for counter hit.
Right.
Counter hits and defense. Because that's like a very concrete thing, and it's like I feel like it'll instantly improve you versus this character.
Yeah.
I would say that he's also hasn't stopped lasering. It's just he's doing it less.
Yes. Yeah. He's doing it like with more purpose, I guess, or more thoughtfully, I suppose.
I think he's just doing it less because of the platforms. I'll be real with you. Like,
Fair enough.
I don't think he's figured anything out. I just think that he's like, well, I think he's figured out a little bit. I think that he kind of understands how to play the close. I actually think he's playing the close quarters better. So like knowing to shield in those spots, knowing to like avoid like run away, knowing to like tech roll away from Link and after coming out of like things, so that he doesn't get hit by like grabs and stuff as much. I think that those are all like very good things that he's like doing. I'd also say that like in general he's like attacking your shield more aggressively, which is also good. I think that with better punish, you definitely like if we were more aware of some of the openings available to you. I think that this is absolutely even as it is. I think this is absolutely takeable.
Yeah, it wasn't too like bad. It's down to last stock. So
honestly, the biggest thing here is I think that we're a little too attached. Like I think that we need a little bit more awareness of like what's happening in these like wacky moments, because like look at how far
Mhm.
behind you he goes, right?
Yeah, he really DI'd right behind me, and then I'm so used to the grab being guaranteed off of that, but in that position it doesn't work.
Yeah. What could we have done instead?
That would be a good time, I think, to go off stage in Nair.
We could.
That might kill. I don't know.
I have a more diabolical plan.
Hmm.
Up B.
Oh, right, because if he double jumps, yeah, that would have killed. Up B might have killed there.
Up
Oh,
B absolutely kills there. Up B kills there 10 out of 10
oh,
times. Like
oh, wow. Yeah, yeah. That was that was a game-taking situation right there. Okay.
yeah, we had check.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that makes sense.
We actually had check there too. Like, oh my god. Yo,
Yeah,
you had the opportunities.
it
Like,
was so close. Yeah.
okay, this is good by him to like know to just like swing, but yeah, like all in all, I actually think that this so first of all, I think you played this well. I don't think that there's anything really like super glaring in terms of like tactical oversights or anything. I think you came
Mhm.
fairly prepared. There's certain things that we might need to understand better. I think that like I find that from looking at that, there might be some inconsistencies with respect to. There might be some inconsistencies with respect to just like the knockdown, like how the knockdown animations. I'm actually curious about like checking that now. Let me open Uncle Punch real quick.
Yeah, I was about to do the same.
Did I actually? Why don't you do it?
Sure.
Yeah, because I think it's better if you do this work.
Sure. Let me get it up here, and then I'll share my screen.
Perfect. But yeah, this was well played by you. I think that like absolutely could have taken it. Yeah, no, I think he's good too. Like he's very strong. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, nothing to be
Yeah.
nothing to be ashamed of like with how that went. But like yeah, we'll get him next time. We'll do our best.
Exactly.
We will endeavor to get him next time. Make it Fox or Falco.
Fox. Okay.
Just like just somebody common who's got like straightforward animations, really. So Fox
And what
let's
what
just
are we
do it.
searching for?
FD. So what we're gonna
FD.
do is we're just gonna like tinker around with our percents a little bit and see if we can figure out when they're gonna knock him over or not.
Sure.
Because it's
Or his percents?
yeah, his percents.
Okay.
Let's put him to like 10. Off the top of your head, what do you think will knock him over here?
Here? Let's see. I don't actually know if Link has much that'll knock him over here. Maybe Fair, maybe Dare, probably. I don't think Down Smash.
Let's just make
but,
a save state and test some stuff out. We can always like reset the damage. It's all good.
Let's see. There we go. Okay. Let's try Down Air or Down Smash first. Oh wait, he's got a crouch, doesn't he?
No. We just leave.
Oh, no, we're doing knockdown. Okay. Okay, we'll just keep. Okay, that's knockdown.
Yeah, so let's reset it and see what else we can do.
Oh, I mean, there's always down tilt, I guess, or that might not have been knocked down.
Here, let's
Can I?
let's flip it. Let's bring him more to the middle of the stage. Yeah, like that way, and then let's also put his DI to not DIing, because like I
Not
think,
DI.
So trajectory DI, we want none.
There we go. And I'll save state it again. Okay.
Yep.
So we'll do. Okay, that knocks down at 10.
Yeah. So like, what do you notice about like how his
Oh
animation?
shoot.
No, it's all good. Don't worry about it. Like again, this is more like just to explore what he looks like when we hit him, and to get a sense for how much power we need. Because the thing about knockdowns, they always occur when a certain power threshold is reached.
Mhm.
It's all based on how many units of stun you do. So like,
Right.
try your fair. You said that fair might do it. Try it.
No.
Try it.
But... Oh no.
What about now?
Okay. All right. So it's. Okay. So around 40%ish, it was looking like.
Let's reset and put him to let's reset and put him to 40 then, and we'll test it.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Because the purpose of this is more for us to just apply a little bit of science to like our method here.
Okay.
So
yeah.
we know at
40%. We'll go down a bit.
Yeah. Let's try.
35.
Yeah. Let's try 35.
Okay. Not 35. Interesting. Okay. 36.
Remember, scaling is happening.
Oh shoot! Right. I gotta be doing this. Okay.
So then we'll put put it to 35. Or you can turn move scaling off. But yeah, let's just do it this way. So try it.
Okay, so it did. So that means that scaling did have an effect on it. Okay.
Yeah, so 46 is 46 does not do it. 48 does do it. So it's 40. So yeah, it's one of the two. It's either 47 or 48.
Okay.
After the hit.
And then we would just keep doing that with other moves like Nair and.
Yeah, I mean, like you can, but like the thing I want to like ask you is, with what you know about Nair's properties, and knowing that you need that much power to knock him over, when do you think Nair knocks him over? Just take a guess.
Oh, I'm gonna take a guess and say like 70%.
Put him to 70 and try.
Okay.
So I think it'll be sooner than that. Put him to 60.
Right. Let's go 60.
I think it'll be 70, about 70 after the hit.
Okay.
Let's try even. Okay, cool. So that worked. Let's try 50 now.
Okay.
Oh, so that's even better
Okay,
than we thought.
that's getting better. And I have to keep in mind that this is all the clean hit of Nair, which you're not going to hit off of full hops, right? So then.
So were you thinking 70 for like the late hit?
I actually don't know. I think I was subconsciously thinking that probably.
Try it then. Let's get like again. This is all about challenging what we understand, and like being able to like kind of being able to intuit like our character's stuff. So yeah, I think you were right. I think that this was a weak hit, and then you were just kind of like adjusting. So let's try 65 this time, or 50.
Yeah. Try 50 first, and then okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
So you can
probably around.
You can kind of see how much power, how much knockback force you need in order. Like you're starting to get a sense of where it is, right? And how your moves like grow, and how that like, and how they when they get there.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense. And then you go to like 65, and it's still not. Oh, that's interesting.
I think you're actually right. I think it is 70.
I think it's probably just 70. Yeah, I'll try 68. Okay, yeah, it's just before 70 or around 70. Probably with scaling, it'll be 70 in the 70s as well.
Yeah. So like you see the value of this exercise, right? Because the idea.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so tell me what the value is to you.
Well, I'll be more prepared to follow up on things if I know what my move is going to do to the opponent at that particular percent. So it'll help me to know, like, not only will I just... It kind of works in conjunction with recognizing tumble, right? Like, if I can recognize tumble, then in the unfamiliar situations, I'll be able to see what I can do off of them. But also, even better than that, is knowing when things knock down, so that I have a definitive plan as to what to do if it does hit.
Exactly. So we're just like we're making our play much more well-rounded, I guess, because we're increasing our awareness of what game state the opponent is going to go into after our hit, which means that we're going to be a little bit more accurate with our follow-ups, and that can only be a good thing.
Oh yeah, that's fantastic. I'll start looking up the other percent things knocked down. Oh, I guess the only thing I've ever looked up really has been like when bomb knocks down and things like that.
Well, we test
and
let's check it here. Let's set him.
Oh. I know exactly when bomb knocks down.
Okay.
It's 20%.
Beautiful.
And the reason I know that is because that's when bomb into grab does not work anymore. So it's yeah, and they can't even CC it up until if it's past 28%, they can't even CC it anymore, like true CC. So that's pretty good. So off of bombs, I think that's why I play so bomb heavy all the time, is because it's my most familiar move. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
So normally when I hit bomb, I tend to know exactly what I need to do out of certain situations. Sometimes, though, as we saw in the FOD match, there are some unfamiliar situations that present themselves. Like when I hit the bomb at 0 and he put him at 10%, normally I'm like, okay, this is a grab. But he DI'd behind me, and I wasn't prepared for that. And then that's when things went a little bit wrong.
Yeah. No, that definitely makes sense. So, like, I think that one of the things that's really important in this game in general is recognizing that a lot of things that are true kind of. So,
to an extent, yes.
Like there is enough stun to get us from point A to point B. One of the things that I would suggest with your bomb grabs that I think would help you a lot, don't shield grab them.
Okay.
Just do normal, like, because you're, like, do jump cancel grabs or normal grabs, like standing grabs, or walk grabs, anything but shield grab, and I'll tell you why.
Mhm.
Because because you shielded preemptively, versus Prince when he smashed the eye behind you on that bomb, you weren't able to turn around in a timely way. There were a lot of ways
Mhm.
that you could have like followed up on that bomb that would have been able to like account for the turnaround somewhat. But because you
Mhm.
had shielded preemptively, you couldn't do any of them. So I think
Right.
so like it's a small thing, but that's like even if you weren't willing to risk the up B, um, that could have stopped. Like you could have potentially turned around and jabbed, for example, to cover him jumping up.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Like, and those are the types of things that really make a difference because there was like there would have been a way to like still have have the ability to grab his landing had he DI'd where you thought he was going to be,
Mhm.
but still also have the ability, the agency to turn around if he went there. But
Right.
because you had chosen to shield as your like way of going for the grab, you weren't able to do the second one.
Ah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, because I'm so used to just shielding to throw bomb, which is good, but then I keep holding shield to do the grab. Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, we
So
have to.
just making myself more actionable in the situations instead of putting myself in disadvantaged state once again.
Well, I mean like I don't this is a pretty innocent one because I totally understand holding shield, especially when you have a confirm that like works with you with that in the way, generally speaking. Like I get that. But
Hmm.
it is like it's as you start to get better, it is going to be little things like that that are really
Hmm.
going to be where you're going to get a lot of your margin because
Right.
I mean like you're already hitting good juggles. You're already hitting good kill confirms. You already know like how to do like like all this stuff that is kind of like straightforward and
Hmm.
doesn't really have a lot of subtlety to it. You're already hitting those things like very consistently. That's amazing.
Hmm.
We want that. But now we're getting into the parts where there's like little structural issues that are really going to start to bite you because it's not that the shield will like get in the way most of the time or even a lot of the time, but like
Hmm.
the maybe 5 or 10% of the time that it does is going to be 5 to 10% of margin that you don't get unless you make an adjustment.
Right. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So that's like we do have a few minutes left. Let's go over some takeaways. So I have gotten one written down, but what are some things
Okay.
that you're excited to work on?
Uh, let's see here. I'm definitely excited to sort of think more about the situations that I'm presented with instead of doing these sort of habitual boomerangs and things like that. Like covering with short hop up air, using the bomb intentionally to force a double jump, and then punishing that double jump after the fact as well. Um, Sort of just working on my confirms as well and consciously recognizing the situations where I can get a hit off of tumble or when I need to maybe back off, recognizing that they're not in tumble and either doing a move that's safe, like fair, or backing off and pulling a bomb in those situations. Sort of just, I guess, hit confirms, I guess is the basic terminology.
Yeah. So how I'm gonna word that is like recognizing tumble versus not tumble in matches, plus using percent's knowledge to follow through on hits more accurately. An example
Hmm.
is knowing when or when not to tech chase after hit.
Yes, yes.
Um, then I'm one of the other ones I'd say is yeah, like looking for alternatives to full hop nairing, when covering space in the air. Bracket alternatives might include variants of up air
Hmm.
and even full hop air.
Yeah.
What
Yeah, full hop fair is something that I really am excited to work on because it does seem like it has some utility to it as well.
I mean, it's a big disjointed sword move that hits to the side. Like, let's go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It takes some planning, but like, it's good.
Hmm. And
Um,
it's like next to no landing leg either, which is quite good for that move.
yeah. So then I would say that releasing shield after bomb throw oos, so we can be actionable on hit. No, after hitting
Hmm.
in a more flexible way.
Hmm.
I'd also add um just using our drift, like using this is a broad one, but like experiment with using aerial drift more in more ways, in more ways. Bracket platform example where bomb covers the right side could use drift to respond to rolls and have coverage on left side. On left side. Yeah. And I think this is really all I'd covered. Oh, last one would be look for spot. No, I mean, like, really, it's not something. Well, I'd just say like look for spots. Like try to catch when your boomerang or Nair is not doing anything, or Nair is not contributing, is not is not covering options effectively, or contributing to. Are you contributing to you're in a game plan effectively in that spot? And then I would say bracket look for alternatives. Look for alternatives that might work when you spot those.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, because those are really the only things I would say. Like again, a lot of the things that you have are quite good. At this point a lot of it's cleanup. So I will leave you to it. Is there anything you want to any last second questions before we close, or do you think this is good for now?
I think this is pretty good for now. I've got a kind of a fun little update on the Marth lesson if you're willing to hear it.
Yes, absolutely.
So I had an opportunity to a while back at this point, but after the Marth lesson, to verse Grapefruit again in another session, and I dropped one game, and one of the other games out of like 10 maybe, but like, and one of the games I took was a 4-stock. So the Marth lessons are. They went really well.
Marth Slayer, let's go. You know what? Link doesn't have many matchups amongst like the top tiers that are like pretty okay. But like Marth, I think is pretty classically one of them, and it's like let's
going as far back as like the beginning of competitive Smash, Link has always done relatively okay against Marth. I remember like Aniki and Sephiroth Ken, and then you've got like Sauce and the move.
Germ's always done pretty well against like the Marth. Like granted, NorCal didn't have tons of great Marths until Pew Pew, but like the Marths they had, like Falcomist and stuff, he never looked bad versus them. So yeah. Like,
even Aklo versus Kadoran. Like I think Aklo's up on games or sets with his Link against Kadoran. So Marth is
so funny.
It's so funny. Like. He feels like this dysfunctional character. Link does. But then, like, you put him against Marth, and it feels like he was designed to be this very soft counter to Marth, and it's like, what? Jeez. Everything just came together.
Honestly, if you take away the fuse on his bomb, like, if it just doesn't explode in his hand unless he's, like, thrown it or something, he just, like, the bomb just basically has infinite health. Unless it's dropped, unless it's released from his hand in some way, it just has infinite health. Honestly, at that point, he probably beats Marth, like just straight.
It'd be very close. It'd be like
massive buff because he can't play a shot clock on you anymore. Like he just has to fight you. Like he just has to fight you and deal with the range advantage, like disadvantage.
Yeah. It's kind of wild. Like I don't think like the way Marth wants to play against Link is kind of unintuitive at first. I think he does have a good way to fight Link, but it's not like the same as other characters that he wants to fight. Like dash dancing isn't exactly beneficial for Marth in certain situations because Link just will pull a bomb or throw something, and then
and his aerial rushdown is good, but like I don't know, I feel like whenever Marth has to like commit a lot, he's just miserable. But I do have to go. Like I have Boyd next, so
I'm sorry. Yes, sorry.
It's all good. Like yeah,
we'll talk more when we get some games.
All right, later.
Bye bye.